how do you go about understanding what the risk is and I guess assessing how comfortable you are with that risk? Let's say if you were going to do a career change, if you're going to make an investment, if you're going to make a hire, there's risk in all of decisions. How do you assess it, and how do you understand your level of comfort with in each of those cases?
I think everybody needs, to your question, they need to define for themselves what tolerances they have, and stay true to themselves. I come across a lot of individuals who might be very analytical, and they need a lot of detail, and a lot of data to get comfortable with the risk.
Mhm.
And then I come across other individuals who are much more visionary. And so they need some imagery and a clear picture of what the future might look like. It's not right or wrong. Both are fine. What you need to do though is ensure that you stay true to yourself. And if you're the analytical type, get the data, get the information you need to get comfortable. Do the research. If you're the visionary type, get the whiteboard, spend time up there, create, articulate the vision. Personally, for me, I kind of fall somewhere in the middle. And the litmus test tends to be, what is the worst case scenario? And am I okay with handling the worst case scenario? So if the worst case scenario is 6 months into the job, I'm an absolute failure and I need to go look for another job, am I okay doing that? Am I, on the personal side, on the professional side? Can I handle that? If I'm making a hire and they are an atypical type person, they don't necessarily have the education or the background that I would be looking for, but there's something there, right? Maybe some grit or some attitude or, a high degree of coachability. And it's a risk to bring them in. Well, is the worst case scenario that they need to exit the company in a few months and I need to bring somebody else in? Or is the worst case scenario, am I putting a multi-million-dollar project on their shoulders and I could potentially lose a client? I think about the worst case scenario, and if I have a continuity plan in place, and I'm comfortable with it, then I make the decision. I'm usually pretty fast at assessing those things. And which means, in life, I've had different failures. I've made wrong choices along the way, and those are just learning moments that have helped me become successful over time. But I feel sometimes that, perfection is definitely the enemy of progress. And I try to figure out what is good enough, thread the needle, and keep going, keep going, keep going. And that typically leads to more opportunities, more growth, more ideas. And that's just kind of where my risk profile is at personally.